So, NHRA 1975. Haven't made a video in a while. I just wanted to accumulate a bunch of things that I've completed before I started on just these little individual videos. So I just want to accumulate a bunch of things. So it's February 5th, 2021. And let's start what's going on here. So as you can tell, the exhaust is mostly in. I just need to secure this a little better because you'll get, there is some rubbing down there. So anyways, I'll probably put another muffler hanger here. Interesting note, this muffler here was originally from the Monte Carlo when I bought it back in 2001. It was already on the car. I decided to use it. It's just a cherry bomb. And yeah, the muffler system isn't anything awesome here. I mean, it's just something I kind of put together to work. Originally, I was hoping to use the sort of horn that came with the exhaust, but it didn't fit the headers at all. So by horn, I mean this piece here was all one solid piece. I've cut most of it up. There's sort of the remnants of it, and it goes and up there. I don't know if you can tell. That pipe is blocked off. So this side here I was hoping would go up here in this horn, but no such luck. So basically, what I did is it's two pipes. They're both individual pipes. So anyways, yeah, it didn't turn out. And I mean, this stuff here works, but it's not going to last for 50 years or anything. But I mean, this thing might not even see road salt or anything. Who knows? So, I mean, maybe it will last more than 50 years. So anyways, that's all. The exhaust system is, kind of hard to throw in here, but the exhaust system is mostly done, so that's great. Next up, I installed this B&M transmission pan. So, for the most part, people are using these pans here, which is the original stock ones, to depen. Now, I have not had much luck with those at all. Over the years, basically, I couldn't get these to seal. So, I was on Kijiji, and I saw this for sale. So, Kijiji is kind of like your Craigslist up here in Canada. So, anyways, I got this. The guy was selling this, and he's selling this really nice gasket here, this blue gasket, which is a Moroso. So that's actually the same setup I have on my race car, and it didn't leak. So my hope is this whole setup doesn't leak, because I dislike that. And anyways, it costs a little bit of money, but I mean, it's also a better pen. It has these cooling fins on it. It's aluminum, dissipates heat a little better, and this flange here, it's thicker. So this one, for some reason, these bend, these warp. So anyways, okay, that's it from under. Okay, now we're in the hood compartment area a little bit, and I'll tell you all the various things I did here. So first of all, I put another power steering pump on. I kept the reservoir, which is this teardrop style, and that pump, I installed a new pump there, so it has a new pump. Now looking back, the problem is this teardrop style reservoir, I guess you want to call it that, was for the 88 to 89s, so it's a different style reservoir. In 90 and up, they went with more of a squared off style reservoir. So what happened was I had to modify a bunch of brackets. I mean, I would have had to modify them anyhow, but this bracket here in particular, really, it only fits that 90 and up. So make sure your reservoirs match. This bracket also didn't, I mean, a lot of guys are just cutting. This bracket here, a lot of guys are just cutting anyways when they're putting on headers, because it actually goes on around there on the other side. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't work well. So, but I mean, I still wanted some sort of bracing for the power steering pump. I didn't want to totally omit the bracket, so I kind of hacked together some stuff there to make it work. And also for the alternator, there's also a point there the alternator needs to be attached. So had to press this thing on and off a few times. Not too easy to do. I'm pretty sure I messed up the tool threads. It's not an easy deal, but anyways. So as you can tell, after the power steering pump, most of this stuff's all attached now. So I did install a brand new water pump, a heavy duty one. There's a brand new water pump in there, heavy duty, to really move that water. A new serpentine belt. The thermostat housing. So that thermostat housing has the proper clocking, because you need that in order to go over these brackets here. So I painted and prepped that. The brass fittings for the heater core, I got a 90-degree brass fitting. So originally with these trucks, this was a huge problem. These were on, like, say your stock truck, they disintegrated essentially. They were just poorly built. I mean, this is an aftermarket intake and a brass, but anyways, I elected to go with I got a specialty one here, 90 degree with a barb, and that will go into this the in area here. So that's done. Then there's the one off the water pump, which actually I'll switch up with another one that fell on the floor. But yeah, okay. So we got the distributor. Yeah. So this distributor, I picked up my neighbor's father unfortunately passed away a few years ago now, and he was a car guy too. So that's actually who I bought the my Dodge Avenger from. But she said, "Come on over. He's got, I'm just trying to clear his garage." And anyways, he had this seemingly brand new HEI. I took it apart, and I took off the rotor, and inside it's all nice and brand new. So luckily I got that for a good deal, and I appreciate it, and it fit right in. It was almost like maybe his spirit or something was guiding it in. So anyways, it just plopped in nicely. Hopefully it operates, and yeah, so that's going to be the ignition system, obviously. We also have the this transmission dipstick, which I took off one of these trucks, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, so it's come in handy. So it was a truck with a TH400, a GMT 400 with a TH400, so it's a proper length. I also went and made sure that the level reads right in the case, so that should be fine. Yeah, I had to make a little bracket down there to make it to make it solid, but that is good. And I guess lastly, we can go in the interior here. Okay, so on to the interior, and in particular the speedometer. So the speedometer is in. That was actually off the my dry car, the Monte Carlo. No longer need a speedometer anymore. The speedometer cables, as you can tell, it's stretched quite a bit. So I mean, I was kind of limited where I could mount it. It's in the cab here. It is kind of janky looking, Eventually I might switch to a GPS speedometer, or maybe like a cell phone. Just use some two-sided tape and put it up against this plastic area here. We'll see though, we'll see. Oh, also the shifter, the column shifter, works now. So you can tell that it's engaging into the gears, so that's great. I mean, that piece was actually with the truck. I didn't have to go scrounge for it. Somehow it survived. So that's great. Yeah, so the speedometer will be a little inaccurate. I don't have the exact years for it, but hopefully it's not off by too much. And I can kind of calibrate it with, with the way we calibrate this. Okay.